Now we are under a weather watch issued by ERCOT. The state's power grid is under a big strain due to the triple-digit temperatures.
Yesterday, they asked all Texans to conserve energy, trying to prevent any rolling outages. They have not made that request today yet.
Natalie Haddad joining us right now from the newsroom with a look at that power grid. So Natalie, conditions are going to push the limits today.
Absolutely they are. Mark just used the word yet when it came to ERCOT asking us to conserve energy, and we're going to talk about that yet. So take a look at the ERCOT grid as it stands. Want to tell you this blue line, this is demand. This is supply. Here in the early morning hours, we're okay, and we know this because of the gap between the two. But take a look at the later afternoon and evening forecast here on the grid. These lines get closer, 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 boom, and then they are practically touching. I think one could argue that they are actually touching, and this is why we believe that ERCOT may ask Texans to conserve energy later today. Now take a look here down our board. This is the number for the operating reserves. Right now, 8,360 megawatts. This is a good number. Normal conditions, all is green. But yesterday, when the grid was really put through the test because of those high temperatures, this number dipped around 4,000 megawatts, and all of this was yellow. That is a number we really don't want to see, and this normal conditions turns into please conserve energy. Now it is so much more, or rather there are more factors that contribute to ERCOT asking people to conserve energy. Yes, it's the extreme heat and people cranking up their AC, but as the sun goes down, the state relies on wind to generate power. But the wind wasn't blowing hard yesterday, and it's looking like we might be in a similar situation today. So there are a few things you can do when ERCOT asks us to cut back on our electricity. You don't have to turn your power off completely, but you can raise your thermostat a degree or two if it is safe to do so. Big emphasis on that. You can also avoid using large appliances. You can turn off and unplug any non-essential items like computers you're not using or small appliances you aren't using. And another big one is pool pumps. They use a decent amount of power, and ERCOT suggests turning them off during peak hours. So we're going to keep a close eye on the ERCOT grid throughout daybreak. But for now, I'm going to send it back to you in studio, Mark.